All right, welcome back. This is Eric, one half of Think Tank Guys, and we are continuing along with our 52 Ways project. This is probably one of my favorite little tips. Okay, this is a straight up consumer based tip, right? But hey, we're all consumers to some extent, right? We're all purchasing something at some point, and so why not leverage our amazing private banking policy to get the most discounts and have it work in our favor. So let me explain. All right, how to use your private banking policy to negotiate discounts. What we're talking about here, first of all, let me ask this question. How would you like to get anywhere from 5 to 15% or more of discounts in everything you buy, from insurance to your rent? Really, any subscription-based service this may apply to. And all it requires is for you to ask, right? So let me explain. You are sitting on cash, right? As we are using our policy to systematically save money on a continual basis, it's building up a cash reserves, and it's working hard for us, right? And so what I'm proposing here is that when you have to pay your rent, if you have to pay your insurance, if you have to pay for Netflix or your gym membership, here's what I'd suggest doing, okay? And this has worked. I've actually used this before for my rent. Way back when I moved to Salt Lake City, I rented for a year, and here's what I said. I asked the landlord, listen, I've come into a bit of money here, and I don't know if you'd be interested in doing this, but I like to pay my rent 6 months in advance. But it's got to be an incentive there. Would you be willing to accept that for a 10% discount on the rent? And to my surprise, she said yes. She said yes, and she did it the next 6 months as well. I knew I was going to live there for a year. I knew that, right? And I had this money in my policy. I'm going to pay my rent. I'm going to pay for my living, right? And so it's going to come from someplace. So why not get that 10% discount? People want that money. They would love to have that money up front. It's just a matter of asking the right question. And so that saved me 10% for the year, which equates to hundreds of dollars, right? And do that in all aspects of your life. Again, primarily subscription-based services. And so whether it's, obviously with insurance, we all know car insurance, if you pay it on a yearly basis, then you're going to save money as opposed to paying it monthly, okay? The insurance company can put that money to work if you're paying it, if you give that money to them up front, they're willing to give you a discount, right? And if you're paying for it monthly, you're essentially financing that premium because they have to wait for their money to put it to work. And so that's the idea here. My challenge to you all is to try this with, there's certain companies probably that won't work with, right? Established companies like, say, Netflix. But I would suggest try with the gym membership. Again, if you're paying monthly and you suggest that you're going to be there for a year or more, speak to the manager. Hey, listen, I have an opportunity to do this. Would you be able to take a discount? You'd be surprised at how many companies will say yes to that request. And so that's all I got today. This is going to be huge as we come into the new year. Again, think about it. Think about doing this as you approach the new year and are ready to subscribe to different services again. Relinquish the monthly payments and take a discount by paying for stuff yearly. And just, again, all you got to do is wag your tongue. All you got to do is just ask the right questions, and hey, so what if they say no? Okay, it doesn't hurt to ask. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. If you have any questions about what I just talked about, talk to me, talk to Brian. We'll be happy to entertain your thoughts and your questions. That's it. To your prosperity. Thanks.